So, my dear friends, is relationship. Believe. Relationship, believe. This is, I believe you, God, because I know you. And this one to me is the closest to my heart. But I choose to believe God in my life because I know him. Because he's not only God, he is a father. He's not only a father, he's a friend who sticks closer than a brother. But I choose to believe because, Lord, I know you. I choose to believe because the time I've spent with you, you can't let me down. And I'll choose to believe. When Abraham is talking to the Lord, and the Lord is telling Abraham something very beautiful. The Lord is telling him this, that, you'll have a child. I believe that the relationship that Abraham has with God of friendship is what makes Abraham believe. In fact, James 2:23 says this, Abraham believed God and it was counted to him as righteousness, and he was called a friend of God. There are times in your life, my dear friend, you will have to believe God because you know him. But I say, Mommy, I have nothing else. I have nothing else. And this one, I want to say something very scandalous. Abraham never had a Bible to read. Abraham had no scripture. They had no reference. It was the relationship he had with God that made him believe. Moses had no scripture, but the relationship he had with God made him believe. There comes a time when you believe, I'll say this, it's a dangerous statement, but just take it the way it is. There comes a time that you believe God, not because you've read the Bible, but because you know him. There comes a time when you believe him because you know him. There comes a time because the scripture you're looking for, you just can't find it. You just can't find it. You don't know where it is, even if it's in the Bible, you've never had it. But you know him, and you know he can't leave you. There comes a time when that is what actually builds our own faith. And I'm saying this because I'm confident that this is the highest, to me, if I was to count, I'd say it's the highest level of belief, where I will believe God because I know him. I'll believe him because I have a relationship with him. That's what I'll choose to do. I will believe. David himself said in 1 Chronicles 21:13, he said it himself. He said it himself. He said that I would rather fall in the hand of God. In fact, he says, Lord, I'd rather fall in your hands because I know you are merciful. My dear friends, there comes a time when you believe God simply because you know him. You are in a relationship with him. You are intimate with him. You are close to him. And for that reason, you will choose to believe. And that is the best way to believe him. And in those moments, you will know he will not fail you. He will not leave you. He won't abandon you. Why? Because you know him. You have tested and seen that he is good. My prayer for you today is that may God be able to draw you to that place of deep intimacy where your confidence will not be on anything else. Your confidence will be that, Lord, I know you. You are my father. You're the friend who sticks closer than any brother. You can't leave me. You can't forsake me. And because you love me so much, you cannot fail me. And for that reason, Lord, I will choose to believe.